Thank you for tapping in. I did a video earlier and I said I was getting back on. So, some people, they definitely misjudged you. And it could have been off how you look, how you act. You could be kind. You could be a person that stay by themselves, like to just stay alone. Um, but whatever it was, they judged you and they assumed a lot of things about you that was not correct. And you may didn't care because you know who you are and you ain't got a point to prove. They also could have been doing other things in the background that you were observing, you could have been knowing. But I feel like you were just constantly paying attention, staying focused, and trusting God's instruction. But I feel like they didn't want to stop. They thought that y'all both were playing a game. And first of all, God don't play no games. And I don't even know what would make this person even think this group of people, but this basically deal with you fighting for your birthright. And it been so much manipulation, so many tactics, so many different strategies using different methods to come up against you. But they didn't know that you were a true child of God. They believed they had all the information because they were viewing through illegal surveillances, using other different witchcraft, um, certain, I ain't even about to get into all the tools they use, but basically they were spying. And whatever information they were receiving, they were adding to it, using different things to interfere what God had already laid out to you. And for some reason, these people don't fear God. I can never really grasp that. Like sometimes when stuff sounds crazy, you can't even wrap your brain around certain stuff because it just don't make sense. But I guess the whole objective was to pull you away from God. Basically, have you compromise, have you get out of character, have you start doing things that you normally wouldn't do. So that way your vibration, your vibration is low and you are more susceptible to other things to come in to attack you mentally and physically. Then it may start small, but then it end up on a more larger scale of different things being done. So I feel like trying to break you, basically break you, have you look at yourself a certain way, have you believe that you are in a situation and you have to immediately rush to do something. So using pressure, putting pressure on you, making you feel like you're running out of time. And they believe this was happening because they actually believe that you did not have a relationship with God. They just thinking you are, because they have done this to people before. So you may not understand the whole situation, okay? Because this is maybe new to you, or God had protected you and you're just now getting certain information revealed to you to know what was happening. But you could have just been going on with your life, feeling, knowing different things is in your energy, but God was fighting your battles. And the main the main method that they tried to use was fear, to have you think something negative was about to occur, to have you believe things about certain people. But God was already giving you divine instructions on how to navigate. But they were not seeing your true identity. These people have done it so much that they felt that by looking at you, that you were an easy target. They did not understand the power that you carry within, because you really are a child of God, because they're not. They're not. So they didn't understand that. They far away from God. So they don't believe none of that. They think it's a game. They think you just like the next person that we've been doing this crap to. What you gonna do? And then when they seen that some things were happening, and it could have been different triggers that were coming up in your life, different things they were trying to do to stop income, have families go against family. It was different tactics being used that a lot of people fell into the traps. But when they seen you still standing, they wondering, who is this person? How is she still standing? Then if you did fall down, you got right back up. You bounce right back. They could not understand that. They could not. You, by you just being born naturally with this strength and the power within you, like I always tell you, God instilled this in you. You thought you was just doing you, being you. You didn't think you were doing anything special, because this is something that you consistently do every day. Something go wrong, a challenge come up, okay, I'm gonna find a solution. You didn't worry about it. Some people under that kind of pressure would have broke. So they knew that you were strong, but they didn't understand how strong. They didn't understand that you were a powerhouse. And one thing I'm definitely picking up is that they did not understand how you just basically knew certain things. They want to know how. It don't matter how many times you tell them it's God. Some people, you didn't basically had them come to the other side, had them switch. So now you gaining followers for Christ because they are seeing the works, the good works of the Lord in your life. When you may think that you're just being yourself. It's unfortunate because by you standing in your power, taking a stand, watching out for the traps, resisting temptation, peer pressure, rejecting certain offers that you know could have been money that was cursed, and different things. They may have thought that was going to be temporary, but no, this is permanent. So they may have waited some time, let time go by to see. But that's still, they plan still didn't work. It was certain things happening through God that had things already in alignment. So by the time they get to that destination, they gonna realize the power of God. By the time they reach a certain area where they were sent to attack, where they were sent to do evil works, it was already, God was already ahead. That's why I started off saying God don't play no games. And see, they didn't know you was a child of God, meaning you had the blood of Jesus over your life. So the minute that they touched you, they received warnings, they didn't stop. Now divine law has to take place. Even if you may not want it to, it's the law. That's why it's important for each one of us to make decisions, to make the right decisions. I was going to say to make decisions that if you are going to make that decision, make sure you able to deal with the consequence. I don't know why people don't fear God, but a lot of your enemies are going to be asking for mercy because they thought you was a nobody. And I feel like God wanted you to be in that disguise, because if you would have shown who you were, they probably would have still been playing the act. You don't know who God sent in your direction to be a blessing or to teach you a lesson. It's so many communities that are about to come together. So many marriages, unions that are about to come together because these evil people, establishments, and their kingdoms are getting torn down. I wanted to do this video tonight because I want you to know that God love you and God really care and God is protecting you. Even when you don't see it. It's important for you to protect your heart, protect your mind, and pray. Always try to be kind to people. Even if they hurt you, we don't return evil. We don't fight with evil. We don't have to. That's the distraction. God let you walk into different situations so you can see the spiritual warfare that's going on. And how serious it is. And that a lot of things that happen in your life that you may have felt if it was something I could have done for family, friends, yourself, whatever. It's way more deeper. See beyond that. So important for us to keep our privacy. And I'm not talking about things as far as if you need to say different things that need to be addressed. Yes, speak. But I'm talking about your plans or things that you are about to do when it's not being shared with people that you really know or people that you know on intuition just not maybe telling you that something ain't right. Trust it. And if you don't trust it, constantly ask God to receive your answers. Because the children of God, we have to be safe. We have to move in a certain order. And you may have been noticing this, that I did a video also, God ordering our footsteps. So it's a certain way you just move, period. But they can't stop nothing. But you know they gonna always try. They gonna always try. And they want you to believe that they even got the power to stop something. That's how crazy that they believe they superior, where they want you to no, I can be the creator. That's what it is, what they came. But they want you to feel like that, so that way you feel like you got no help. You start doubting what you think God can do. Then the next thing you know, you going into panic. That's creating other situations. Now you just done said forget about everything. The pressure, how you trying to show results. A lot of things that ended. You should feel a lot more just better, fresher, refreshed a little more. Like what's his name? Yeah, Albert Einstein. He said he said the war is won, but the peace is not. The war is already won. We trying to win peace. And that's so true. His birthday in March, mine in March. So I can relate a lot with some of his theories and different things, but it's just important for us to know that God is fighting our battles and God is the finisher. Okay, God is the finisher and He is going to work for us. Okay. You know that even if it's different things happening, but I'm telling you, it been some things going down and God been keeping us protected. He been having us in places where things can't touch us or our family. So we got a lot to be grateful. We got a lot to be grateful of for. And I love y'all. And I'll check you out in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, comment, like, and also share.